Number 3. I would have loved to have seen more of King Vegeta. I would have liked to see him spend more time with Vegeta, his interaction with the God of Destruction Beerus, his reaction to Tubble, his other son, and his rebellion against Frieza. And listen, I know for a fact that this is Broly's movie, and so we can't spend too much time on other characters. But we have spent a little bit of time with King Vegeta in the beginning of the movie. We saw him interact with King Cold, he was introduced to Frieza, he went to go and visit his son in his capsule, he saw how powerful Broly was, he banished Broly to Planet Vampa, he interacted with Paragus, and it's debatable why King Vegeta banished Broly. Did he banish Broly because he was too powerful, even passing Vegeta? Or did he banish Broly because he saw Broly as a threat? Or was it both? Because if King Vegeta did see Broly as a threat to the universe, what exactly made King Vegeta think this? Why did he see Broly as a threat to the universe? And this got me thinking. In Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta, our Vegeta, not King Vegeta, kept on going on and on about the legendary Super Saiyan, all throughout the Namekian and Frieza saga. And we also saw little flashbacks of what we assume Vegeta was talking about. So, it's safe to assume Vegeta got this information from his father, King Vegeta, and King Vegeta must have got this information from his father and his father's father. The information must have been passed down from generation to generation in order to keep the Saiyans safe from the force that destroyed the Saiyans' original planet called Planet Sadal. Because remember, Planet Vegeta's original inhabitants was called the Tuffles. They killed the inhabitants and renamed the planet Planet Vegeta. And that must have been why King Vegeta banished Broly. King Vegeta knew that Broly is the same type of Saiyan that destroyed their original planet, and that's why King Vegeta banished Broly. Why the hell isn't this in the movie? This would have put the pieces together of what the legendary Super Saiyan, it would have deepened the lore of the Saiyans. They could have brought up the Saiyans' history, they could have brought in the planet Sadal, and they could have brought up the legendary Super Saiyan that destroyed their original planet. And Broly is the same type of Saiyan that destroyed Planet Sadal, and that's why King Vegeta banished Broly, to keep the Saiyans safe. And then after the banishment of Broly, King Vegeta spends more time with his son Vegeta. Hell, maybe we could see Vegeta's mother. Because remember, Tobble is canon in this movie. Because during the time when Vegeta was a baby, all the way to Planet Vegeta's destruction, King Vegeta did spend time with Vegeta, raising him, telling him about the legends of the Saiyans, telling Vegeta how they conquered the planet Plant and they renamed it, teaching Vegeta how to be a strong king. Hell, just like in the anime, we could see King Vegeta take his son Vegeta to a planet, and King Vegeta and his subordinates are conquering a planet together. And then Tobble is born. King Vegeta is disgusted with Tobble's power level, so he decides to send him off somewhere. And during around the same time, King Vegeta gets a visit from Beerus. Now, I don't exactly know how this would play out with Beerus and King Vegeta, because I don't know if King Vegeta knows Beerus prior to his visit, or maybe King Vegeta didn't know who Beerus was and he attacked him, and Beerus displayed a little bit of his power, announced to himself that he's the god of destruction, and King Vegeta has no choice but to kneel before him. Or maybe King Vegeta knows about Beerus because the information about Beerus was passed down from his father and his father's father, just like King Vegeta knows about how dangerous Broly is. Now, I don't know exactly how this would play out between Beerus and King Vegeta. Obviously, Beerus let the Saiyans live because he left the planet, obviously. And then, at one point in the future, maybe like 3 or 4 years, Beerus met up with Frieza, and Beerus told Frieza about the Super Saiyan, and he goes on about the Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan God, and how the Super Saiyan God's power pales comparisons to Frieza's power. Actually, yeah, this is actually a really good point. This should have been a movie on its own. The history of the Saiyans, the good versus the evil Saiyans, and the Super Saiyan God, Planet Sadal, and a little culture of the Saiyans on how they went about their lives before Frieza or King Cole. And then the legendary Super Saiyan came around, and it destroyed Planet Sadal, and the Saiyans had no choice but to leave it. And they went to Planet Plant, shared it with the Tuffles, and then one day the Saiyans invaded and killed the Tuffles, and Vegeta the First became their king, and they renamed the planet Planet Vegeta, and hopefully a handful of Tuffles escaped Planet Plant before the Saiyans could kill them. I'm looking for a Tuffles revenge, wink wink. King Cole finds the Saiyans, and then King Cole makes the Saiyans work for him, up till Vegeta the Third, where King Vegeta meets Frieza, and then King Vegeta knows about Broly, and King Vegeta knows how dangerous Broly is. King Vegeta spends time with Vegeta, and then King Vegeta has Tubble, Vegeta's brother, and King Vegeta sends Tubble off on some remote planet, and then King Vegeta meets Beerus, and then Beerus meets up with Frieza and tells him about the legendary Super Saiyan, and 1 or 2, 3 years later, Beerus tells Frieza to destroy Planet Vegeta, and between those 2 years before Frieza blew up the planet, Frieza couldn't blow up the planet because King Cold wouldn't let Frieza destroy the Saiyans because they were a huge asset to Frieza's empire. And also, King Cold didn't see the Saiyans as a threat at the time. But when Beerus told Frieza to destroy Planet Vegeta, this was the perfect opportunity to finally get rid of the Saiyans, because obviously King Cold knew about Beerus. And when Frieza told King Cold that Beerus wants him to destroy Planet Vegeta, King Cold couldn't refuse and let Frieza destroy Planet Vegeta. But before Frieza could do that, Frieza decided to have a few Saiyans survive and work under him, especially our Vegeta. Frieza specifically wanted Vegeta to work under him because of his high power level. Frieza saw Vegeta as an asset to his army and decided to let a few Saiyans live. And then later on, King Vegeta heard rumors that Frieza was going to destroy Planet Vegeta with the Saiyans on it. King Vegeta decided to go after Frieza and get his son back. King Vegeta and his most powerful Saiyans stormed Frieza's ship, and as we saw in the anime, he gets killed. Seriously, why wasn't this made into a movie? The history of the Saiyans and King Vegeta. I mean, seriously, if Bardock can have a special and Broly can have a movie dedicated to him and his backstory, along with his father, then why can't King Vegeta and the Saiyans have their own movie? I'm telling you guys, this should have been a movie on its own. From the Super Saiyan God, to Planet Sadal being destroyed, to the Saiyans going to Planet Plant, to destroying the Tuffles, meeting King Cold, to King Vegeta meeting Broly, King Vegeta spending time with his son and sending Tobble away, to meeting Beerus and Beerus meeting Frieza, to all the way to King Vegeta's death. This is literally screaming, make me a movie, make me a movie. Now, I'm not going to be an idiot and say, oh, all this was supposed to be in the movie. I mean, obviously not. But if they was to bring Dragon Ball Super back, I think that they should put all of this inside of the series. The Saiyans' history and King Vegeta's time as king. Meeting Frieza, Beerus, Tobble, Broly, etc., etc. This would be perfect to start off the new series. It wouldn't just start off with Broly first. It could start off with the Saiyans' history, to King Vegeta meeting Beerus, Frieza, knowing how dangerous Broly is, going after Frieza, and to get his son back, and then after the destruction of Planet Vegeta, we skip 41 years later, after the Tournament of Power. This is where Broly's story begins. How awesome would that be? Now listen, I'm not saying that all of this should be in the new series if it comes back. All I'm saying is that I wish we could have seen a little bit more of King Vegeta and learn a little bit more about the Saiyans. That's all I'm saying. But you know what? I think I've gotten a little bit too spoilt on this segment here. But what we were given in the movie, it's great. I do like King Vegeta in this movie. King Vegeta was portrayed great in this movie. But if the series was to come back, I wish we could see a little bit more of King Vegeta. And with all that said, let's resume in the next one.